Fall season is here, so that means winter is just around the corner. This is also the time when people suffer from seasonal affective disorder or SAD. It's caused by reduced sunlight when seasons change. So to fight it off, let's all be busy and active. Let's do a project with pine cones and create a centerpiece, giftable potted pine cones, and a door wreath. In this DIY, kailangan natin ng washed and dried pine cones and different acrylic paints. Katulad ng mga nauna kong DIYs, hindi tayo kailangan gumastos ng malaki dito. Kailangan bilhin lang dito ay yung wreath form, glue sticks, and glue gun kung wala pa kayo. Ang pine cones naman ay readily available sa mga parks. Basta may nakatanim na pine trees or evergreens, siguradong meron silang mga pine cones na nasa mga damuhan. Nalalaglag naman ang pine cones basta na-disperse na nila yung kanilang mga buto. At makikita nyo yun kapag pinulot nyo yung mga pine cones. Basta nagsibuka na yung mga pine cones, ibig sabihin ready na for dispersal yung kanilang mga buto. Kaya importante na hugasan natin muna yung ating mga pine cones dahil meron silang maliliit na bugs inside kapag nahulog na sila sa ground. At kung mapapansin nyo, yung mga pine cones pag nabasa ay magsasarado. Pero once na natuyo na uli, babalik uli yung dati. So don't be alarmed if it happens to you habang pinapatuyo nyo ang mga pine cones. Ganyan din ang mangyayari kapag pinipinturahan yung mga pine cones, mapapansin nyo na magsasara. Pero bubuka din uli yan once the paint is dry. Okay, so let's finish painting the pine cones in different shades of fall color. There's actually two ways kung paano nyo gustong pinturahan ng pine cones. It's either you do it manually by using acrylic paints tulad ng ginagawa ko, or kung gusto nyo ng mas madali, spray paint. Kaya lang yun, medyo mas expensive because you have to buy each canister individually. What I like about the acrylic colors that I'm using is pwede ko silang mix to create a different color. So, mas economical. Anyways, ano man ang iyong piliin ay walang problema. Pareho lang ang magiging resulta. Ang difference lang ay yung time, amount of time doing the project. So yan, tapos na tayong mag-paint. So for our first DIY, let's gather all the painted pine cones and put them preferably in a container made of native materials. Otherwise, kung wala, okay lang kahit anong available na nasa bahay. Pwede na yun. For our next DIY, which is giftable potted pine cones, ilalagay natin sila sa maliliit na clay pots or little containers. Kung plastic containers, make sure na lalagyan natin yun ng pebbles or glass beads para bumigat at huwag matumba. So, here's our finished project. Potted, painted pine cones as giftables for Thanksgiving. So, pwede natin bigyan yung lahat ng mga kaibigan natin. Kung if we were going to have a dinner at home, that would be their giveaways. You can also personalize it by putting the names of your guests on the clay pots. For our pine cone wreath, here are the materials: painted pine cones in different sizes, scissors, cutter, pine cone wreath, and floral garden wire, and of course glue stick and glue gun. Okay, so ang first step is gupitin yung mga floral wire into desired length, enough para maiikot sa pine cones at mahigpitan ito. Because I'm using a smaller wreath form, I think kailangan ko ay mga 15 to 20 pieces of large pine cones plus the little ones as my fillers. A bigger wreath form may require 50 to 60 pieces of painted pine cones plus your fillers. Okay, so madali lang naman i-attach doon sa wreath form. Gagamitin mo lang yung wire and itatali mo doon sa wreath form, and pwede mo kasing i-manipulate. So, pwede mo i-adjust. And then, if it is not stable yet, don't worry because we're going to glue the pine cones to the wreath form, and we're also using an elastic band to put them together. So, pag nilagyan na natin ng glue, it will not move anymore. Just a tip, when you have time in your hands, one way of being busy is painting your pine cones. So just in case in the future you want to make another wreath or another project, then the cones are available for assembly. So now that we're done assembling the wired pine cones, we can start gluing them together. So yun ang purpose kung bakit gumamit ako ng elastic bands, to keep them together and when I glue them, so I know if they are tight, and there will be no movements later on. I will continue gluing them and reaching out to the hidden nooks and crannies to make sure that they are attached to each other as well as to the wreath form. Once the glue has dried, we can remove the rubber bands that hold the pine cones together. Put some glue on the sides as needed. Malapit na matapos. We will just remove all the plastic bands that are tied around the pipe cones. Now that the large pine cones are secured tightly onto the wreath form, we can start using our fillers or those smaller pine cones to fill up the little gaps that we can see. When the big and small pine cones are fully attached to each other as well as to the wreath, now we can start cleaning it up and removing the strings of the glue that you can see around the wreath. So here's the painted pine cone wreath. If you're using it in your door, then attach a ribbon and also a tie. With a ribbon and a tie and a hook, we're done. So here's our finished pine cone wreath. With a little elbow grease and some paint, we're able to create a beautiful fall wreath. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.